So on today's episode, in the 100 Things a Man Wants video series, we're on episode 14. And today's topic, a man wants an exclusive woman.
So, Coach, I'm having problems in my relationship. What do these men want?
Well, they want many things. But fortunate for you, I took the liberty to put it in a new video series. You can catch it on my YouTube channel every Tuesday and Thursdays. And don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe.
All right, Coach, let me do that now.
Love, you move too fast for me.
Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Koron Pierre, and if you don't know me, I'm a life coach and your relationship guy. Hopefully, we can work together in the future. Now, before we get started, please take the time to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you get all the notifications, and then like the video so more cool people can check out the video. Now, let's talk about it. So, a man wants an exclusive woman. So now when I say a man and his desire, I ain't talking about a man who is monogamous, who's the right guy for you. I did a whole video on this, identifying the right guy from the wrong guy. I put a link in the description, you can check it out. But that's what I'm talking about during these series. I'm not just talking about any old guy, because I might get some boneheads that look at the video and then they say, I don't want that. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the monogamous man. That's who wants these things. When I say exclusive woman, I mean a couple of different things. 3 distinct things in particular, right? The first thing is she's a woman that isn't promiscuous and she's willing to settle down with just one man. A good example of that would be a woman who sets the record straight, lets a man know, look, this is what my intentions are. She's a straight shooter. I talked about in episode 8, right? I love to link back to the previous videos. Check out episode 8 if you hadn't already. It gave a great description of what a straight shooter is, right? A woman that's clearly understood, etc., etc. is an affable woman. That's another episode. That was episode 2, right? But the most key thing is she is all about monogamy. So you let a man know out the gate, this is what I'm looking for, right? You have a certain level of standards that is respectable, and a man will respect exactly what you bring forward. If you come off as an easygoing woman, first off, that can turn a man off who is the right guy, who's monogamous, who's looking for a wife. It may turn the guy on who's looking for a Tinder hookup. So we're not talking about those situations. We're talking about something very particular. The second thing I mean by an exclusive woman, right, is she has a low body count. Yes, a low body count. Now, some of you may not know whether or not your body count is low or high. If you have to think twice before you let a man know your body count, chances are that's a high body count. But don't worry, I'm going to have some suggestions later on in the video for the woman with the higher body counts. Right now, I want to talk to the woman with the low body counts, right? And I just want to clarify what we mean by low body counts. So first off the rip, the body count is the most important attribute of being an exclusive woman. It's the number one thing. I also have a study. You know me and these studies, I'm going to pull them out. There was a study that showed how sexual history affects a person's attractiveness. Stuart Williams and his colleagues determined that both men and women still care about the number of sexual partners a mate has had. So both men and women care. Not just it's okay, say that it's okay for a man to have his body count high, but a woman can't. Look at this. For the average woman and the average man in our sample, they write The ideal mate was not someone without any sexual history, so they don't want virgins, right? You got to have some history. Our participants were reasonably willing to get involved with such a person. However, they were more willing to get involved with someone who had some history, right? Some history, low body count. This study also found that both sexes expressed an unwillingness to get involved with someone with a high number of past sexual partners. This despite the common notion that male promiscuity is tolerated, whereas female promiscuity is not. So I always deem myself to be the stereotype crusher. Let this study show that we are crushing the stereotype. Male promiscuity is not tolerated. It's not desired. It's not wanted when we're talking about monogamous relationships. If you don't want a monogamous relationship, go to my alternative relationship advice playlist. I may have some videos in there you might be interested in. I don't know. Maybe not. But if you're in the monogamous field, keep that promiscuous stuff on the other side. So I'm going to even give an example of this, right? When a man finds out that his woman has a reputation where, I'm just going to say her body count is high. I'm not going to say any derogatory terms for a female, but I'm just going to say it like that. There's some 4-letter words that can come up, right? I'm thinking about in particular, right? If a woman has a high body count where she's thinking twice, remember I said, one way you can find out is if you're thinking twice by sharing your exact number, that possibly means your body count is high. Let's just keep it 100%. We are adults. That man will definitely either opt to leave you if you're in a relationship with him, right? Or he's going to cease contact if you're just courting, right? You're just dating in phase 1. You're just meeting. Because the monogamous man, the right man, doesn't want a woman who has that many partners. Sorry, I hate to break it to you, right? He's looking for the woman that he can marry one day, that he can commit to, right? Get to phase 2 at least. Lastly, the third essential component to being an exclusive woman is the man has to feel as though the woman only has interest in him. Yes. An exclusive woman, right? Meaning that her status, so like if we're in a club or a party, right? You'll have a woman that most people would look at. And men will probably say, this is something that men say, oh, she's the hottest girl in the club. She's the baddest in the club, right? So alphas go, they're going to go for that. The average guy is not going to go for the so-called baddies or the ones they feel as though are on that high level, right? So exclusive in that regard, but also exclusive in the regard like a woman who definitely has her guard up. Not that she's being completely like rude and just like get away and just disrespectful to men, but she definitely isn't open to just any man that approaches her. It's that guy with the certain swag or the guy with the certain vibe that she opens herself up to. That right there definitely will get a man's attention. Like, if he's pulling you to dance and you just dance with him, that's going to give you brownie points in the exclusive woman category. It's going to make you look exclusive. If he sees you just dancing with every guy that pulls you, that might make him take some points away on the exclusive category. He may see that as being easy. Maybe, maybe not. But if you make that man feel as though your eyes is only on him, that will work wonders. I'm telling you, it will. Oh, almost forgot. To the ladies with the large body counts, let's get into it. Now, there may be a man who wants monogamy that will date you despite your past. However, the one main suggestion I'm going to give you is, look, be transparent. Let him know about your history. If your body count is really, really high, you don't want the right guy finding out about this later when he takes you to the barbershop. And now there's guys in the barbershop that know you. And they're telling him about you when he sees them again. And now he comes to you and say, hey, well, these guys are telling me they know you. If you came out and told him from Jump Street, like, listen, I had this past. These are things that I used to do. I don't do these things anymore. I'm a grown woman. I'm matured. I gave my life to Christ. Whatever it is you did to change your life, let him know that up front. Because if he's a guy who really liked you and was interested in you, and maybe he'll take you on because he thinks you're genuine and then he likes you. And people change. Listen, I'm not the one to just completely write people off. But if you are going to take on a man like this and you know you have a past, please leave the promiscuity alone. Don't bring that into this situation, because if you do that, you're going to damage this potential relationship or future potential relationships with other guys. So I'm not here to say a woman with a high body count can't get lucky or can't get married. All I'm saying is the woman with the low body counts, that's one pillar on the list of being an exclusive woman. The other two items are items that, you also may possess. But that's what I mean by, a man wanting an exclusive woman. And hopefully this gave you some insight. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please leave it in the comment box below and I will respond. Or if you want to send me an email, you can, info@koronpierre.com. So until next time, stay blessed.